Welcome to this Zentangle Quickie. My name is Heather Hartwick Gladden. I'm a certified Zentangle teacher. And today we're going to take a look at the tangle Anibal from CZT Chrissie Frampton, fellow CZT 20 friend. Uh, well, this is a neat one. And, no, let's see. I'm going to do just an inked in border today. I'll tell you, at first I was thinking this from like first looks. I was thinking, oh, it's a grid pattern. It's not. So it's rather neat. Now I did, Chrissy. I hope you don't mind. I did flip up the first two steps for me. Take a look at the description section for the links to the step outs. So here's what I decided to do. Again, just for me. So starting off with these big C-shaped curve lines, kind of like a U, like that. Oh, let's see, I think I can fit two safely in here. And honestly, there's a couple other ways, a couple other thoughts that I was having as I was doing it, where you could take some things out of order. And I'm just thinking, well, let's do this first. Well, here's what she has. So Chrissy has putting these V shapes, which is what's going to go in between here, and then do a couple rows of them. So however, much you want to fill this, you could. For safety's sake, I thought, well, I'm going to do the U part first because that's the longest section, and you can see how well I have made those even. Let me do it the way I'm thinking. I didn't do my step out this way, but since you're watching, I'll just share it with you. Okay, so then you can put these V shapes in, connecting, the ends of the big U's, and then so if you wanted to just put all of the U's in a row, you could, and then put the V's in. But I was thinking, well, what if I did this, because that's like the next step, and actually it's a double, and so if you do them, if you do the U parts or the V parts first, you would put one line in and touching the bottoms of the U's, and then another line in touching the tops of these. Up to your skill level. I'm not quite so confident in mine. so I thought, oh, I'm going to do it this way. And again, you can see how you can modify. The second one is always larger. You can modify the step outs to suit you. What works best for you. The result is still the same. I always just pay attention to, well, what hinges on what, and that's kind of a determining factor. Okay, and then and actually we'll put underneath those we'll put another double line. If I only made them a slightly bit bigger, then I could fill it in. Well, I'll maybe I'll start another set. We'll see. And these V's, and then another set of these. So however far down you want, but these ones touch that line. And what's fun about this tangle, and thank you, Chrissy, is the amount of customization, um, personalization that you can do with it. Not just in how we do the order of things to do the tangle, but in the decorating part. So also another reason to take a look at the For More Inspiration link, so you can see all of the variations that Chrissy has listed, and then also to see her beautiful samples, because that gives other ideas for how you could use this tangle. I think, oh, that's what I had this thought. I liked the idea. I did one thing in my version of the step up, but I also liked the idea of auraing these V's. They kind of look like chevrons. But really, an unlimited amount of fun you can have with this one. And also, I mean, if you wanted to just have it be a border tangle, so if you just want to have it be a border tangle, then I would just, do that much. You could do a double line on top and bottom too. Um, and if you wanted, and I like that you could also use it as a fill-in, like we're kind of showing here. I'm thinking I might be filling in this aura section. Well, in the end, maybe it doesn't look too bad. That's always how I guide it. Where it's gone awry, that's where I will first look to do any decorating. All right, and maybe, and then I had this great thought. I'm going to turn this upside down. We'll see how it turns out. Just to decorate. So putting some straight lines. Oh, maybe we can do one more. And then put the rounding in. Oh, see, that looks kind of neat. A lot of times I have to re-go over all of the lines just because sometimes my rounding, especially if it's teeny tiny like this, is a little sloppy. And that's okay. It just adds to it. The extra thickness. Ooh, that one was good. Helps if I'm going the right direction. See, and then here, so that's why I would fill that in, so that way it's like, okay, it looks like I meant it. I think I like that. Just do all of those. And let's see, looking at it with and without the rounding, it could go either way, couldn't it? It really could. And because I did such a nice job on that, I need to thicken all of it so it's consistent. This is the thing. We talk about there's no such thing as a mistake in Zentangle. And it's because we have so many course corrections that we can employ. There is no such thing as a mistake. It's just a course correction. And as long as we do things consistently, no matter what it is, it works. There we go. Actually, it's kind of nice to have it be a little bit thicker around that edge too. So see there. I'm seeing there to myself because we that's the hardest thing I think of about Zentangle is the whole no mistakes concept. And actually, you know what? This should be rounded here too. And it's not that there's no such thing as a mistake in that things should be perfect. That's not that is not what it's about. It's about avoiding perfectionistic type of things and worrying about stuff and just doing. And when things go awry, finding ways to, like I said, course correct. That's why I like to use the term course correct because we're not fixing anything. It's oh well, like here. Well, that went a little sloppy. So what do we do? Oh well, we can just run around it again with the pen make it a little thicker, which looks nice. I mean, we can call them happy accidents. I mean, I guess, yeah, we can do that. But like I said, it is the hardest thing about Zentangle. And and it may not. Some of it is just mental, right? It may not look like what we thought in our head, and the trick is to find ways to let go of that and to say, well, okay, that's interesting. Well, let's see what we can do with it, and to kind of um, divorce our brain from the thought that we had, and it's like, well, I can try it again next time, and just enjoy the process and all that. All right. Oh, we have to get this last one too. Super neat. Now, so many other things to do. Could fail that in, but here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do some light lines in here. Shading, I don't know yet. Let's see if I can hold the pen. Oh, nope. If I can hold it in that same place where it was doing, there we go. Doing that scratchy. I'm like almost to the metal on. You can just see a little bit of the nib, and I think I've bent it and stuff too, the little nib, because like in some places it goes nice and thick, and then other places not. I mean, there's plenty of ink in there. But this is nice because I can make this nice thin line. It actually looks a little thinner than when I use my 005 pen. Just don't want to move it. All right. Oh, see, I like how that looks. And then I don't notice the unevenness and whatnot of the O-ring. It just kind of all disappears. How fun. Now, of course, you could do stuff in the rails if you wish. Completely up to you. What I'm going to do, though, I want to highlight these. So I'm putting some graphite around the outside. Also not apparently following my own, what I say, which is put the tip of the pencil and the tortillon where you don't want to go over, the line you don't want to cross. Neat. See, and it kind of pushes those V's in the background. And pops those guys right out. Now, still needs to be a little something, I think, on here. So let's put some graphite right here in the center. And I'm just going to spread it out a little bit. Oh yes, and somebody is waiting for it because I cannot. I just have to. I have to make line dot dots. Well, but look at the. Wait, let me do the other one. This is why I love it so much. Just look at the difference between the two. It looks fine, right? And I'm thinking about putting some graphite maybe on the other side just to give it a little bit of a bendy look, maybe. But it just finishes it off so nice. That's why I like it. But sometimes it just depends on the tangle. Could just do a line. There's so many things that you could do if you want to. If you do a shape like this and want to decorate it. There we go. All right. Now, let's see. You know what? I'm just going to take some from here. And let's just go around the edge carefully. We don't want the graphite remorse. Oh, there. See, that looks nice. Let's see. I think I probably still have some left. Uh-huh. And I want it to be a little bit lighter than what's on the outside. And of course, I could go back on the outside and make that a little bit darker, so that way there's a difference. That light. Oops. As I whack the thing. Hold on. I think I made it go out of focus. I did. Yeah. Just trying to be right on the edge. But I like to make it. Oh, there we go. A little staggered. The graphite. So that way. I'm going to go a little darker here just because. We want it to be different, not just like all gray. Because if it's all gray, then it defeats the purpose. I'm not bringing it out too much farther, just blending, yes, the new graphite into what's already there, to the gradient that's already there. Yeah. And if you are, we'll call it graphite shy, just play around with it. As Mom says, it's only a piece of paper, although I know, not really. Yes, it is, but no, it's not. But it is fun to play. Like it. I need to have, because there would be something on this side. It looks weird just having it be not shaded. Okay. All right. Well, this is a neat tangle. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please click on the like button. And if you liked it enough to see more, would love to have you be a subscriber to the channel. So while you're clicking, go ahead and click on that. I mentioned the description section where you will find resources, the links to the step outs, ways to connect with me if you wish. Again, if you enjoy my style, I do classes online twice a week. Most of them are paid. I have Thursdays. I do 2 sessions on what I call Tangle Time, and those are free. There's a free one on Tuesdays. It's the third Tuesday of the month, and the other ones then are paid. You can find out that information on my website. If you have to kind of scroll down a ways, and you'll see the variety of classes that we do. You can purchase any of those replays. Most of the pictures have links. If you find something that doesn't work, let me know. And what else is there? Besides the Facebook, or no, I mean, besides my website, Facebook. I have a link to my Facebook page. And if you'd like to hang out with a bunch of amazing Tangle addicts, we'd love to hang out with you. There's a link to our private Facebook community. So, know that there are 3 questions to gain entry. So just so you're aware. But we'd love to hang out with you. We've decided we can't have too many Tangle friends. So come and join us. So with that, thanks so much for watching, and I wish you happy tangling.